Tyler, thanks so much for jumping on with me and giving some info to Fulhamish. It's a real delight to have you on. And really, after today, I think Fulham fans are wildly excited about Ademola Lookman. I know he's a teammate of yours at Leipzig, and I kind of just wanted to get your thoughts because it looks like Fulham have a gem on their hands here.
Yeah, he's definitely a gem. And unfortunately, when he was here at Leipzig, he wasn't finding the pitch too often. And I think that obviously set him back a little bit. But now I think that he's made a great move, obviously, back to England and London, his home. So he'll be closer to his family and his friends. But to have the opportunity to have a coach that, hopefully believes in him because they really wanted him, of course. And I remember having chats with him when he was here. And, yeah, I mean, he's an absolute top player, one of the best players that I've played with from a technical standpoint, speed-wise, with the ball. He's such a dangerous player and definitely a fun player to play with.
Yeah, I mean, just one-on-one, he looks to take on players constantly. And we've only seen him in kind of brief cameos, but every time he gets the ball, edge of the seat stuff.
Yeah, like I said, he's a great player to play with. Not so much fun to defend, though. He can go either way, and I think that's what makes him so talented is, you see a lot of wingers that only want to play on the left and maybe cut in, and they're a little bit predictable. With him, you don't know what he's going to do. It's a scissor and going to the left, a cut and going to the right. So both feet, very talented, very quick, and a top 1v1 player, yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those ones where I can imagine training, everyone's delighted obviously around the club to have a player of this kind of quality. And it felt like it was kind of on and off for weeks. The first kind of rumors of it happened about 3 weeks ago and we all got very excited and then it died off and then it came back. And you were thinking just the Fulham defenders must be waiting for training being like, don't know if I fancy this.
He's one of those guys, man. I swear, you would go into training on those days and we would have 1v1 drill set up and you're just like, Ademola, for a fact is going to score 5 every single time he has a chance. Like he's going to put it away. And, he's just one of those players. He's fun to watch. When you have crowds and you have a lot of energy behind him, you're going to hear a lot of ahs and a lot of oohs from him because, he has so many different tricks up his sleeve and he's such an unpredictable player.
Yeah, I mean, I was one of those things today where I've been able to quiz you on 2 players that you know well because, he came on and he was playing in front of Antonee Robinson, who's obviously an international teammate of yours. He's, kind of new in the camp as well, has been impressive in a lot of his cameos, made his Premier League kind of bow today. And again, just very impressive, even in a slightly unfamiliar position in the kind of left of a back 3.
Yeah, so Antonee's another top player, a top guy as well. For me, I've had the opportunity to play with him at the international level, like you said, and he brings some interesting qualities to a team. His energy going up and down that flank, it's nonstop. And, whenever you can have outside backs that are good in the attack and want to attack, but also are good at defending, that's a huge energy boost to the team. So he has a good mentality, a good head on his shoulders, and his ability to develop is only going to go up and up now with his opportunity to play. So I'm excited to see him continue to develop.
I mean, much like yourself, I suppose, a versatile player. You could do you've done a lot of different roles for Leipzig. And I think what we're starting to see is 2 players here that can kind of fit in around a different kind of model. And you could see Antonee as a wing back. And we saw that a little bit more at Wigan and then as a kind of normal left back in the national team. And now in this kind of left centre back role, someone who's capable of doing a lot of different things.
Yeah, and I think as a player in the modern game today, you have to have the ability to adapt to multiple systems, or else you're just not going to be able to be in multiple starting 11s. And Antonee is one of those players where he's versatile, man. He can play, in that left wing back role, which is his almost normal position. In a back 4, he's comfortable as well. And yeah, I mean, he can slot in as a center back at times as well because he wins balls in the air. He's good in a tackle, and he's fearless. So he's one of those guys that can play multiple positions for sure.
Very exciting. You must be a little bit excited to watch a little bit more of Fulham this season.
Yeah, I mean, today, I grew up an Arsenal fan because of Thierry Henry, and Arsenal was playing Sheffield today, and I just turned on the Fulham game because, Ademola is playing now. So it's good to have friends that I can support and watch, and obviously Antonee there as well when I saw he was in the starting lineup against a good side in Wolves. It's so good to watch him go up against some of these top teams now.
Okay, final question for you. Ademola's best position? Because we've seen him off the left and then he kind of moved into the middle, into the 10 role behind Mitrovic. And obviously Mitrovic wins a lot of knockdowns, a lot of balls in the air and kind of plays off. Would you say his best position's on the left or through the middle?
Yeah, no, his best position is definitely on the left. But again, he's one of those guys that's dangerous all over. I mean, for me, it's like wherever you can get him the most touches on the ball, that's where he has to play. So I think in that Fulham team, if he can play out wide left, he's going to create a lot of chances for the team.
Well, Tyler, thank you so much for joining us today. A real pleasure. And the door is always open if you want to add to the Full America contingent, right? You know where to find us.
Of course, maybe one day.
Well, we live in hope, all right? We live in hope. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
Yep, you got it. Thank you.